Uppy, uppy, uppy. It's One Funny Morning.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed today's morning show, make sure to follow us for.
That's not right. Let's try it again. I'm Dana Blizzard, and it's too early in the morning. This is the dumbest show in the whole world.
From Monday
to Friday. Sometimes on Saturdays.
Why would you say that in front of all these people?
Dean stinks.
You never know what's gonna happen.
That's your Dateline voice?
I don't know.
It wasn't good.
It wasn't.
It's not a chicken leg. This is a chicken leg.
Look at that manhole cover on my face.
Not a bad rendition of me. Hold on.
We know your brother. We'll give you a ride to school or whatever.
That's called
our small
murder
town.
in New Jersey.
He was a lot
Like what is?
with his everything.
Oh,
What's outside your Puerta de Clima?
that's Stellan!
Yeah! Okay, here's part of my patio. Miss Dina. It's like a forest. I'm going to be on that float in a moment. And then we come out here. We got more flowers. It's so sunny I can't see. Flowers here. Ooh, look at this new bloom. And more flowers here. Trying not to trip because you know I'm famous for that. And patio. Dina, take it away. Uppy, 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 uppy.
Mooney, I needed to see your face this morning. That's so beautiful. I'm eating pie. How is everybody? Good morning. Another dreary day. I can't take it. It's like not completely dreary, but like enough where it's like, oh, wait, here comes Heather. Our son had his wedding reception this weekend, and I wore a dress and footless tights because pantyhose are yucky. Is that a thing? Would they just stop at your ankle? Tell me more. What day it is? Nothing good, Jason. Don't ask. Don't ask a question you don't want the answer to because the answer is Monday. It's pie for Jesus. It's pie for my mental health. I wish I could start Monday and be like, you guys, let's get started. No. Punch her in the face. I'm exhausted. Does anybody else have no work for me today? School is done. It feels weird to lay in bed. Girl, lay in bed. Lay in bed until you're so sick of yourself. You're like, I should get up before I go to bed. Like that. Do it for all of us. I wish it was key lime pie, Edward. I know. Today's Brooke's birthday. Thank you, Andrea. I was trying to have a good day. Let me ask you this. On a scale of 1 to 10, this is a serious question, pay attention. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not bothered at all, I'm having a great day. 10 being someone should be murdered for this. Let's pretend that you had a very long weekend caring for a lot of old people who like to throw themselves to the ground. And then there's a birthday party, and then you had to flip the house, and then somebody stole things. Let's say that that was your weekend. And then when you woke up, because you try not to eat sugar on a weekday, the only thing that you want to eat is X. And you can just say whatever X is. Bye, have fun. Whatever that X is, right? For me, because I am trying not to eat sugar, but I just ate pie, but you'll understand why, is rice Chex and basically a bowl of blueberries. That's all. That's all I wanted. I love blueberries. I love to eat blueberries. It's mostly just a bowl of blueberries with a couple Chex in it. So I was like, it's fine, Dina. And you just think about what that is all morning, whatever that thing is that you're like craving, whether it's a bowl of Lucky Charms or you're like, I'm going to make bacon or whatever it is. And you think about it all morning. And then you wake up and then you're like, you have your milk in your hand. You have your bottle of Chex in your hand, box. And you're like, I just got to get my bowl and where are my blueberries? And then do you want to kill people? Just say you had a pie in your fridge. You're like, I want a pie for breakfast. And you think about it all morning. And then you go downstairs and bees ate the pie. You know what I'm saying? Have you had this experience and do you think I would go to jail? I think that's really the question. Do you think that if you looked, you know how like when the kids were younger, I loved Coffee Heath Bar Crunch by Ben and Jerry. And I would buy them whatever ice cream they wanted. I would have Coffee Heath and I'd be like, don't eat this. This is just for me. And I won't bother your ice cream. Don't bother my ice cream. And then randomly, like I don't eat a lot of ice cream, but I'll be like, I'm in the mood for some ice cream. And I got gone. And guess what? Murder. Guess what? Acquitted. Is this resonating with anyone? Oh, Robin, that's lovely. Justifiable homicide. Thank you, Pam. Pam, you know what? I don't think you say a lot, but I needed you today. I needed to see you, and I need to see justifiable homicide. I need to see it. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Shakendra. Shakendra's like, you might go to jail, but we'll bring you a pie and the file in it. But it'll be your favorite pie. I'd be like, thank you. I'll be like, keep the file. I'm actually fine here. They don't make me do chores. I don't have to get up early. I'll just take the pie, take the file out. I don't want to go. When I was pregnant, not a recent story, I asked my husband to pick me up a glazed donut. My stepson ate it. I burst into tears. That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Like, there's just a time when your body, I'd get 3 meals a day. Guess who cooked them? Not me. Not me. I could read books. I actually might be a better person. Yeah, Andrea knows my favorite pie is apple crumb. I'm the pie lady. She would be your go-to. I'd be like, we're going to need another order. Yeah. So, anyway, I just feel like from the moment I woke up Saturday, I just pinged. Ping, 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 all over. If the amount of messages that I rambled on to Missy, we kept missing each other. And I'm going to be honest, I don't even need her for the conversation. She knows this, and vice versa. Do you know this person for you? Like, there should just be a hotline where you could just call and vent. Sometimes I'm like, don't pick up. I don't even want to bother her. Like, not that I don't want to talk to her, but I don't want to bother her. But I do need to get it out. And I left, I don't know, if you added it all up, at least a good solid 20 minutes. I was like, you are never going to guess what I'm doing right now. Yeah. I got upset on Friday. I trimmed my Japanese maple tree with major force. It felt better, and the tree looks great. You know what? So you're basically saying I have to get a tree. Okay. Yeah. So the story of Diana, you want me to start from the beginning? This is going to be fun. So I thought, hashtag candy corn. I thought I was going to the Mr. Jersey pageant, and I was with some of my older friends. I don't know if I can get gluten-free meals in prison, but maybe in prison I don't even need to be gluten-free. Maybe I just don't have agita. I mean, sure, I'll have a girlfriend and I might get beat up and I might get my braids. Okay? But these are the kinds of sacrifices I'll make for some peace and a book. Whatever. So, anyway, go to the pageant. I had to bring all this stuff down because I have to do a flip of the house on Saturday morning. I get up. I see Sally and Di in the lobby. They say, here's a card. Go drop your stuff off. Fine. Now we walk. It was maybe 2 regular blocks, 1 long block to this other hotel for this Miss New Jersey party. So we stop a couple times. Okay. So I have a 78-year-old watching the 88-year-old. I'm a 52 watching both of them. Do the math. It's not good. And so we stopped a couple times, catched our breath, caught it, whatever. And we made it. Had a lovely time. Had a nice time talking to the girls. Fine. I said, well, this pageant's going to start at 8 o'clock. It was like 7:15. I said, let's go. Let's get to going because based on people with me, it's going to be a slow walk. And I was fine with a slow walk. Now, what I'm not fine is when people doing the slow walk decide it's in slow motion. You know those balloons in like the Macy's Day Parade that just move real? That's how this fall went down, okay? There were 2 old people walking down the street just having a great time. I think there was music playing. It was wonderful. The wind was a lot. I think that we were on there's like these big hotels, and I think what happened is it was a driveway, but not like the ones coming out of your like driveway at your house that are like obvious, pretty steep. It was actually pretty gradual and very wide, right? So you don't even know you're on a driveway. Well, they're walking behind me. I said, hold on, let me make a reel. So I was about to make a reel about how much fun we was having. And then I hold it up and I go, you ready? And then I see Sally go, whoa. And that's when slow motion kicks in. She was just like, whoa, okay. Diana immediately locks in, #hero. If the choice is between a 78-year-old and an 88-year-old going down, you pick 78. 78 because she's going to the gym. Ladies, this is why I tell you to go to the gym. Start exercising now, not for what you want to look like and feel like now, but what you want to look like and feel like at 78. Diana, like the hero that she is, jumps into action, claws onto, they use that old lady claw strength that they have, claws on to one old lady. The other old lady is in shock, right? She's about to go down. Diana pushes her up. I grab Sally. Well, the force that Diana exerted to keep the 88-year-old up in the air, and you could see her face again, all in slow motion. She goes, and then she goes down, and I was like, running out of arms. Okay, gotta save somebody. So now I leave Sally standing up. I go, don't go anywhere. And then I run around. But by that point, Diana cracked her head. She didn't really crack. There's nothing open. She hit her head. Okay. She hits her head. And there's a lot of drama. At that point, Di's on the ground holding her head. Sally's going, oh my gosh. I'm looking around. There was a Miss New Jersey in front of me with her mom. Here's what I learned. If all the Miss New Jerseys bring their moms, guess what? Nothing good happens. So she's with her mom. I don't even think she heard us fall. And if she did, she was like, they're on their own. She kept walking. So So I said, Seth. So now I go over and I grab Dinah's head, thinking, okay, if she's bleeding, let me get my hand on the back of her head, right? So I throw all the purses down and I put my hand on the back of her head, and she goes, I think I got a bump. I said, yeah. So Sally's standing there. What do we do? I said, sit down on that curb right there. Now I got Dinah's head, so I go, sit down. She goes, I got a call. I go, sit down right now. I was like, I need all the old people to sit down. It was like kindergarten, but old people. She goes, well, if I sit down, I don't know if I can get back up. I said, sit down. I need all the old people to sit down. So then we sat in the street. And you know how many people pulled over? None. None of the cars stopped. They saw old people sitting in the street. Nobody stopped. And I thought, this is right. So I'm checking, no blood. She's not bleeding. She's talking. She knows where she is. She knows I'm Dina. She wants to be annoying. So she just, now we're talking about what's your favorite things to eat. You know, whatever. She's fine. So we sit her up. She said, we're going to need some ice. I call up to some Mr. Jerseys. I said, they were still up at this party. I said, hey, get some ice in a bag. Bring it on down. So they did. They came down. Get some ice on it. Stick them on a curb. That's when I was like, this is a great time for a video. And that's the video we made. And then we just hung out there. Another Miss New Jersey's mom was in a wheelchair. So she ran to the venue, dumped her mom off by a plant or something, ran all the way back. She goes, I'm going to come back. And I said, okay. So we sat there for a while. Then she came back. Then we walked to the pageant, rolled to the pageant. And then, yeah. And then there were some doctors. One of the girls, her parents are doctors. So I said, is anybody here a doctor? Let's see if, somebody can't just check her out. So the doctor comes over, nice woman, one of the moms. And she, she's checking out Diana, asking her questions. She goes, who is this lady? I said, she's a doctor. Here's Diana. Now we're checking to make sure she's dilated. People got a wheelchair. She's all taken care of. She goes, what kind of doctor? I said, she's a doctor. What kind? She got a place to be picky. She goes, well, I'm a pediatrician. And she goes, oh, it's Diana. Mm-hmm. So I go in her ear. I go, she's not a veterinarian. She's just a little people doctor. It's the same thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, not a concussion, but you do need a colonoscopy. That's what she said. Here's what she should have said, Brooke. So the lady says, no, you look okay. You're answering appropriately. She's like, do you have a headache? And she goes, well, a little bit. She goes, well, that would be normal because you hit your head. So we set her up front. So now we run into Joe, the boyfriend. Joe came with his son, Joe and Bill. So they're up front and we run into them. Now, let me tell you something about old people when they're dating. Joe has a son named Joe Jr. I see Joe Jr. He was like, what is going on? I said, well, you know how your dad falls down a lot? I said, it was my mom's turn. So he was like, what happens? We film it on everything. But here's what I know. Now, Joe Jr. and Joe's like, I realize I don't have your number. So now I'm putting my mom's old people friends' kids' names in my phone. And now it says Joe's son, Joe. You know how when your kids are little and you're like, Alex's mom? It's like that, but it's old people. And it's going in the opposite direction. So now I have to know the children of all my mom's friends, just in case my mom is ever an emergency or their grandmom or mom is with my mom and I need to reach out to them. This is new. So, yeah, in case of a fall, call Joe. Exactly. So he was like, okay. So they sat up front and checked on her, had an intermission, had to get a new bag of ice. Here's how I know she was fine. She's like, these seats aren't that good where I'm sitting. Now, just so you know, she was all the way in the front. I'm all the way in the back. She's like, yeah, I can't even hear what they say. Do you see this program book? I left mine at home. No. I was like, okay, you're fine. You're fine. Mm-hmm. I said, if you up here complaining, you're fine. Mm-hmm. So we do that. So, yeah, Lucky's mom, Piper's mom. It is. It's funny. So, anyway, go to sleep, wake up. I gotta be at the house to flip. So now, yes, today is Brooke's birthday, 21. She gets to have her first drink. Oh, you guys, Brooke's first drink. So she wanted to have a party yesterday, have some friends over. Fine. And I was like, I'm going to flip this house real quick. The shore house. And I'm going to try to rush home. So I line up the cleaner. I'm like, can you come right at 11 o'clock? Because I'm just get in and get out. And I texted her a couple days before. Yeah. I get there. 11:01. I literally sat around the corner and waited for the renters to leave so I could swoop in. I get there. It's 11. It's 11:15. It's 11:30. It's 11:45. I send a text. Where are you? Like, I still have to lay all the clean sheets out, gather all the dirty stuff, put it in bin. So I'm running around. I'm sweating. And nothing's getting clean. So I text her at 11:36. I said, I thought you were supposed to be here at 11. Where are you? Nothing. Now it's 12 o'clock. Now I'm just like, no. Now I'm done. Now I'm already late. It's done now. So I call. Doesn't pick up. I text again. Are you? She writes, at church, happy face. Now listen. Go to church. That's wonderful. But when I texted you 2 days ago and I said, can you be here at 11? And you say yes. Don't text me at 12 and be like, at church, smiley face. So now I was like, whatever. So now I got to go around. I bought these new, did you know you can buy hotel soaps? Here's a fun fact. I started out putting full bars of soap in the shower. Waste of money because you got to throw them away. And I was like, this is a waste. Then I started putting pump soap in there. And then I couldn't tell when it was almost done. And I don't have a refill for it. And I was like, it's too much. I was like, I wish you could buy. You can buy them on Amazon. Hotel soaps. So I'm going around putting my hotel soaps out. The whole thing fine. Now, the last renter I have, I feel like, and again, it's all part of my Airbnb series that I'll eventually do when my book is done, is that you can tell a lot about how people will be by how they communicate with you through Airbnb. And so this guy that I was just had, everything was a lot of questions and one-word answers. And I like to use words. Lorene, I like to provide the soaps. Lorene, listen. Lorene, you come to my house. Everything's ready. You don't need to bring nothing. Whatever food you like, that's it. Everything's there. It is very nice. So he had texted me at one point. He was like, how many chairs or something, how many chairs do you have? Beach chairs. We have everything. We have 4 bikes. We have beach chairs. We have wagons, umbrellas, right? This whole thing. He goes, do you provide beach chairs and how many? So I said, we do have beach chairs. We have beach chairs. We have beach towels. We have beach tags. We have the umbrella. We have a tent. And I list all, we also have some bikes. And we have helmets. Like I list all of it. And I say, hoping you're ready for the beach. And I write something real fun. He just, how many? I don't know. I've never counted them. I was like, at least 4. Well, we have to know how many bring. I'm not there, so. And this is how this goes. So now, tell me what you do with this. Well, first it was the trash didn't get picked up because we have a trash service, right? So the service will, I say all over the house on Tuesdays, put your trash in the bins. The trash service will, you don't have to put the trash out. You just have to get into the bins. The trash service will come get the trash cans, dump the trash, and then put the trash bins back. So it's quite lovely. He texts me. They never took the trash. And I said, well, I do have a note that says if the cars are blocking the trash bins, they can't get to them. We're not blocking them. Everything's very abrupt. And I say, okay, well, I guess I can give them a call. And then I realized that it's not the same trash truck. I don't know why they do it this way, but there's one trash truck that does people who are not on this service. And then it's like, so I said, oh, you know what? There'll actually be another trash truck that comes around. Okay. And I'm just counting down the days. Like a lot of people are always like, your house is so nice. We love it here. Thank you so much. Oh, I have the Ring camera too. But I'll check it, Diane. But I can't see the whole driveway on my Ring doorbell. I can only see the part closest to the street. Anyway. And then he'll go silent for a couple days. He was there for almost 2 weeks. Then I get this. One of your screen windows fell out onto my car and scratched my car. Now, let me ask you what you would do if you get this. If you got this message. One of your screen windows upstairs fell out onto the car and scratched my car. You are an Airbnb person, host. What do you do? How would you have responded to this? I would love to hear it. And now Diane's like, okay, let me see. So that was the message. I wanted you to know that the screen must have come out. We think it's from upstairs, and it fell and it scratched my car, and we don't know how it happened. We didn't even we didn't touch that window at all. That was the message I got. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no other information. So how would you have responded? I would ask him what he was doing to cause it to fall out. Well, so now you got to sit here, right? Well, who was it? Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So now I have to think about what I want to say. Mm-hmm. How'd the screen fall out? Jesus didn't push it. What if you had to push it out? So I write it and then I erase it and then I write and then I erase that. And I go, you should always go with the third thought you had. So I write, oh gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that. No worries. I can take care of that when I get home. Mm-hmm. So I left it there. So I'm reading it to Jason and I was like, am I supposed to say something about this car? Would you have said something about the car? Because he mentions that he broke something on my house, but now something on his car's like, would you The scream jumped off my house and onto his car. Yes, Mandy, that is essentially. So I say, okay, thanks for letting me know. I will check it out when I get home. Is your car okay? Is there any way I can help? Like, I will always try to. So he says, no, it's just a small scratch. I'm not worried about it. Oh, Missy said I would write, no worries, I won't charge you for the screen. That's an interesting way to do it. So, whatever. Now, the biggest thing for Airbnb is your rating. And I have 5 stars. I have never gotten less than 5 stars on anything. Like some people have like a 4.95. They're like, oh, this could be bad. I'm telling you, 5 stars across the board all the time. I love my rating. I'm good. Take it very seriously. This is the only way I can keep this house is by being a good host, having good renters. Yeah. There is some stuff that's covered through Airbnb insurance-wide, Gabby. So, but like this didn't even sound like anything that was worth, yeah. So at this point, I was just like, all right, this man is going to be gone in 24 hours. So I'm just going to, yeah. So now I'm like, and there was a problem with the air conditioner at one point, which would be me. So he contacted me. He said, we're putting it on, but it's not going on. He texted me within 30 seconds. I said, I'm going to call somebody now. And they were there within the hour. They had to replace a part. Easy peasy. So, stuff like that happens. You don't know if people are like going to be like, hey, the air conditioner broke for a couple hours. I'm going to give 4 stars because it broke. And I'm like, listen, things break here at somebody's house. It's a rental. Like, I'll have somebody there within the hour. And they did, and they fixed it. It cost me a ridiculous amount of money, whatever. But it was done. Fine. So now I go to this flip. Now I'm tired. Dropping off these old ladies. And I was like, I got to go now. I got to do this flip. And then I got to go back because there's a party at my house. And I made all the food in the morning on Saturday before I left. So, blah, 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 blah. So I get down there. I start flipping the house. The cleaners have arrived. They're cleaning. There's 4 of them. And they do it fairly quickly, but it's a lot. If I had to do it all myself. And then I will leave some napkins out on a plate. There's like a pretty little seashore plate, and I put napkins there. And then I leave the extra napkins, and this was stupid, in the back of the cabinet. They used all of them. They used the whole the whole thing of napkins. So now I got to run out and get the napkins. So I run out, go get the napkins. They're still cleaning. I come in. I was like, okay, I got the napkins. Then there's something else I had to run out for. So I'm back and forth, and I'm waiting for the towels to dry. Fine. And I'm almost done. I'm like, okay. You do the last scan. Dishes are unloaded. And now the guy that's coming in was like, can we have an early check-in? I go, and a lot of people haven't. A lot of people are coming from far away, and I will try to accommodate you. Like if it's done early, I'm not going to be there. I don't care when you come, right? But it's a 4:00 check-in. If I can accommodate it, I will. So this guy was like, can you let me know? And I was like, as soon as I'm done, I said, I'm trying to actually leave early to go to my daughter's birthday party. So I'm planning on it. These cleaners are supposed to come early. It started very optimistic. Wasn't going to end that way. So now I'm standing there. Like everything's good. Everything looks good. Blah, 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 blah. Everything's where it's supposed to be. This is a beach house. There are the beach tags. Where are the beach tags? Where are the beach tags? Now, for those of you that don't know what a beach tag is, because I know this isn't everywhere, most New Jersey shores have beach tags. Beach tags are your pass to get to the beach. It's what all of us have to pay in order for you to use the beach. And if you try to use the beach and you don't have a beach tag, they're going to charge you. Now, if you buy your beach tags early in the summer, which is what I do, they're like $8, $12 for the season. And you buy them. And I buy 5 regular and 2 senior tags. And I buy them pretty cheap. And I put them in a bag and I put them on the table. It's for the whole season. It's a hot commodity. And I'm like, and they're in like literally in the middle of the dining room because it's a beach house. This is the most expensive. Yeah, of course the house is a little bit expensive, but the beach tags are gold for a beach house. And they're not there. And I was like, you know what? Let me check the shed. Sometimes people leave it in there because when they come back from the seashore, they leave it on the table. I look apart everywhere. Yours are $75 each. Oh my gosh. So can't find them. And I don't have time for this now. Like, this is the last thing I have to do. You know, they're almost done. Everybody's about wrapping out. I'm folding the last few towels. I'm like, I got to get out of here. I text him. And I say, hey, I can't find the beach tags bag. Can you let me know if perhaps you put them somewhere? No, they're called beach tags, not shore tags. And he writes back, oh, you know what? They might be in our beach tote. I'll let you know in about an hour when I get home. I said, I have renters coming. I don't have an hour for you to tell me if you have them. They're either I have eyes on them now or I don't. He was like, yeah, I'll let you know as soon as we get home. Now I look up and I'm like, I don't even know if they sell beach tags on Sundays because it used to be you could only get them during the week, but maybe in the summer. So, and they're closing at 3 and it was like 1:55. And I was like, I'm not even supposed to be here after 2:00. The whole thing was, and I was just like, so I got in my car for my 3rd trip out and I go to the thing and I said to the lady, there was a lady, so she was there. And I said, hey, I need to buy beach tags. And I know the rule, but I'm in a rush. And I get all the way over there and she's like, well, it's cash or check only. Now I know that. When I buy my beach tags, I go with my checkbook at the beginning of the season. But I didn't bring my checkbook because I didn't know I was buying beach tags on Sunday. So I stared at her and I go, it's cash or check? She's like, it is. So, do you know where there's an ATM? Because it's $140 to replace these. So I had texted him before I left. I said, I'm going now to go buy these beach tags. I don't have a lot of time. It's going to be $140. I'm going to send you a bill for it through the Airbnb site because you can do that. And he was like, yeah, send me the bill. I can Venmo you. And I was like, I'm going to just keep it on the app. Whatever. It was fine. Then I had to go get the ATM. Then I had to come back. It just was. So I don't know. I don't know what my review is going to. And I try to be nice. I know. So, okay. Can we not lick ourselves? She said, I got stuck in here in your armpit. I got stuck in right here. No. And it was funny because I was like, I need 7. She was like, well, now they're the regular price. I said, yes, I know. And I said, I need 5 regular and 2 seniors. She goes, we don't offer senior tags after Memorial Day. I was like, of course you don't. I didn't send the invoice. I was running so much. And so then anyway, so now I'm super late. I text the next renter and I'm like, I'm leaving now. You can come in. And you can come in early. And then I just started rushing home. And then I'm, when you're just like, I wish I could just stop time. Because it's an hour and a half from here. And I was like, I'm not going to make it home in time for the party. So then I had to call everybody on speakerphone. And I could hear all the kids here with Jason. I said, could you put me on speakerphone? And he was like, yeah. I said, Dean, I need you to take out the eggs that are in there. You need to finish the deviled eggs. Jacqueline, you need to go and clean this out and clean this out. Brooke, you have to go clean your bathroom. And no matter what job I gave to Dean, I don't know why. I was like, Dean, you can make the deviled eggs. She's like, I can do the deviled eggs. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. But Dean, don't worry about it. I can do the deviled eggs. And Dean's like, oh, okay. I said, all right, Dean, then you're going to do the Greek salad. And Jason's like, I can do the Greek salad. And Dean, I can hear Dean going, why are you taking all my jobs? He goes, no, I could just do it. Dean can do something else. And I was just, whatever. But they did everything. They prepped everything. But so by the time I got here, Andrea was already here. She was bebopping, talking to the kids. Some of Brooke's friends came from different things, from orchestra and school and high school. And it was really nice. You know what, Joyce? I saw the screen and I was just like, I don't have time to deal with the screen right now. So I didn't even. Oh, it's a birthday girl. You gonna come say hi to everybody? Oh, it's Brooke's birthday. How's it feel to be 21?
I don't know, booby.
How you feel? How was your party?
It was good.
Yeah. What time did you go to bed last night?
We all fell asleep at 12:05.
Wow, you crazy kids.
Crazy kids.
Are you 50? What happened?
Yeah, we're gonna go somewhere and then just got tired.
Yeah.
Hi.
So what's your plan for the day?
We're gonna go to my favorite. I got a gift card from Sam's grandma for my favorite pastry place.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna go there, and then I'm gonna go get dinner with Sam later.
Did you want me to come to her?
Yeah, you should come. Yeah. What are you doing today?
I don't know. I can make a dinner.
You're gonna make an itinerary?
I can make an itinerary.
Yeah.
Do you want me to make
When
a
do you
dinner?
guys go to Canada?
Next weekend.
Like this week?
Yeah, like Friday. And Tanya has not come over to pack my bags yet, so I don't know what she's thinking. Yeah, no, it's weird.
How long is it for?
Just till Sunday, late Sunday. So I think I did with Dean. So let's talk about 21 things that you've learned in your life.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have a lot.
You
I
do?
don't have a lot. Well, I promised myself.
Hold on, let me get a piece of paper. Write down these 21 things so we have it forever.
Will be. I promised myself last night at 12 o'clock.
Okay.
I was gonna stop being embarrassed by things, being embarrassed by little things.
Really? Where did that come from?
Just because I'm embarrassed by a lot of things.
What does that mean?
Well, a lot of little things, like that don't make sense, that aren't embarrassing.
Like?
I was nervous about getting dinner at work, going there to eat, because I was like, oh, what if that's embarrassing? But I was like, I don't care.
All right. So number 1, stop being embarrassed by things.
I want to try to be myself more somehow, but I don't know.
Why do you feel like you're not?
No, I feel like I am, but for some reason, I think I'm a person that matches whatever the other person is.
Yeah, I do that.
I do that so much.
I mirror. You
yeah,
mirror
it's
people?
actually hard not to.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else? Number 3.
Save money.
Huh?
Save money.
Save money. No, that should be number 1, but yes. Yeah, I think you've gotten better at that. You used to definitely be, if you had 50 cents, you were going to spend
I've been trying to get
60.
better. It's about like now I'm better at like I'm giving myself a stipend from whatever my paycheck
Okay.
is, so that I'm like, okay, then I know I won't go back into my savings and take whatever.
Okay, good.
I don't know. What are other things?
I don't know, but things have you learned or things that you would like to do? Mantras you live by?
I don't gotta be liked by everybody.
Not everyone has to like me.
Yeah. That was a hard one to come by. I remember that one.
Okay, that's a good one.
This pie was good.
Got
I made
sidetracked.
Dixie pie, but without the nuts.
Dixie pie is southern pecan pie, and she took all of the pecans out and just made it southern pie.
It's just chocolate chip pie.
Chocolate chip pie.
All
right, what else you got? Anything on your bucket list?
Well, I want to see Clearwater. I guess we're gonna do that already.
What? What's in Clearwater?
I've never seen like Clearwater.
Oh, I thought you wanted to go to Clearwater, Florida. That was like,
no,
it's very oddly specific.
No.
So you want to see like tropical waters where
yes,
you can see
I've never
through.
seen like
All right, so see tropical waters. Not go to Clearwater, Florida.
Do you think their water is clear there?
Yes, all the water is pretty much clear.
In Florida?
The Gulf is beautiful. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, what else you got?
I don't know. What did you know when you were coming on?
Jennifer. Well, tell me like where would be your like what else have you learned about life in 21 years? Like are there any lessons that you'll keep?
No one's gonna like come and do things for me. Like I can't just like sit back and like wait for things to happen. Well, because before I was like a heavy believer in like things happen for a reason, which I feel like I do still believe. But now I'm like, well, things like I gotta like at least like do a little bit, like
try.
I gotta like make my bed, like like
okay. So make your bed.
No, like or like with school, like with like work and stuff too. I feel like I was like, I feel like it'll happen for a reason if I get an F. But now I'm like, now I need like, I've gotten all A's and B's.
So your philosophy is now if you want something, you got to work for it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's a good one.
I want to get my master's eventually. That's why I want to save money.
All right, so I'll put on here master's degree. And what do you want to get it in?
I don't know. I like a lot of different things.
All right, that's a good one. What else?
Are you going to try to write 21 things?
Oh, we're going to write 21. And then when your daughter turns 21, you'll be like, what are the 21 things that you've learned?
Well, before, actually, the other day, I kind of like have gotten to a halt with like, I feel like if you're going to school for something that you love, it's like hard to not get away from it, like, because I was like, I had to take like a month off of practicing because I like just did not like it.
You're just like burnt out?
Yeah, and I didn't know like, in the past year I was like, I don't know if I love teaching, but then I don't know, I love it now. I think it's more about like the student too, like how they react to the music, because I have one student and she like loves the violin, and I don't know, it's nice to like, I think I don't know, I like I like that. I think I like younger students too.
So maybe you need to sometimes take a break from things in order to.
Yeah.
Is that or to have more balance? I don't know what your point is.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, think before. I mean, well, no. I mean, I do think before I speak, but like, sometimes I just talk and I don't know what I'm talking about. Like, I'll just like go on and on.
So thoughtful speaking with purpose.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I feel like you're not trying. Okay. Yeah. So speak with purpose, and then. So I don't know the last thing you said. So maybe.
Like, I don't know. Like, keep going with things. What did you know at 21?
What did I know at 21? I think what you just said was the big one.
I don't have to have everything figured out.
That's a good one.
I'm trying to get better at like reaching out to people and like staying in touch.
Stay in touch.
That's a hard one. I feel like, especially when you're an adult. Like,
it is.
Because I don't know.
Patty, she'll have a degree in education and in music.
I don't know what's a good.
I don't know. You have to think about, what's going on. What have you learned about friendships or relationships or, there's all different kinds of relationships. I think that, in your 20s, you go from not just having relationships with your family, but other relationships, work relationships. And
oh yeah, I feel like with that, like you have to put yourself out there, and like it's kind of like a little awkward. That's not awkward, but it's like with work, I'm trying to like get myself to like be more like outgoing, I think. So I think you have to put yourself out there.
Put yourself out there. I think that's a good one.
Yeah. Drink more water.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
I remember we went to the doctors for something else, and they're like, "That's fine. You're severely dehydrated." Eat better.
Yeah.
I think I'm learning that like I'm slowly getting into my time where I can't just eat like crap and still feel good, So I'm trying to.
We're on number 14. You have 7 left. You did a good job.
Oh, I've been wanting to I want to get like more into like my fashion, or like I don't know, like because I'm sometimes scared about like wearing like specific things. Because I'm like, oh, what if someone thinks this? Again, going back to the embarrassing thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess like
stop wearing it, or find your personal style.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do scary things? No, like do things while feeling like do things you're scared about, I guess.
All right.
5. Does anyone else say anything for ideas?
Yeah, but these are supposed to be from you.
Take care of my car.
Okay.
before it gets worse.
Okay.
Check in on old people.
Check on your old people. That's important.
I love like talking to strangers. That's probably like one of my top favorite things to
So
do.
talk to strangers more.
Yes, but it's also hard sometimes because I'm like, I guess there's a demographic. I'm like, usually it's only women. I'm like, well, no, like if there's like an old man, I'm like, okay. I'm like, if you have a top hat, like I'll talk to you.
I mean, obviously you run into those all the time. Mostly top hats. I'm gonna write that down. Okay.
I want to like, learn the guitar too.
Learn guitar. Okay. 2 left.
Maybe keep a plant alive.
Keep a plant alive. Okay.
Anything with pets. Oh, Louie.
Yeah, Kendra, she wasn't specific, so I was happy. But that will apply to me one day. So.
I feel like do things like get some hobbies or like I love going out like by myself and like listening to music and like going thrifting. Like I think having those moments where like you just like take yourself out is a really good thing.
So be okay being by yourself?
Or no, like treat yourself. That's from
Treat Yourself.
That's from Parks and Rec.
Treat yourself. All right.
Is that 21?
That's 21. So here's what we got. Your list of 21 things that you've learned or that you're on your list. Stop being embarrassed by things. Be yourself more. Save money. Not everybody has to like you. See tropical water. If you want something, you have to work for it. Get your master's degree. Speak with purpose. You don't have to have everything figured out. Stay in touch with people. Put yourself out there. Drink more water. Eat better. Find your personal style. Do things you're scared of. Take care of your car. Check your old people. Talk to more strangers, mostly people with top hats. Learn guitar. Keep a plant alive. And treat yourself. That's
check
good.
Your old people is like check your old people for ticks.
Yeah, obviously. So we're going to frame this. Go frame it.
Are we gonna frame it?
Yeah, we're going to frame it.
So then when my car breaks down, you'll be like, well.
I'll be like, well, that was right here, number 16.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah.
Now listen, somebody said it. Somebody's like, I'm 45. Should I make a list of the things that I've learned?
You should make one of what you learned.
52?
Yeah.
It's a lot of things.
What's one thing that's different?
Should be farther along than this. If I had 52 things I've learned. Well, say that. Is there?
You have one that's like different from.
Yeah, well, I have a lot. Well, I think a lot of those are really good. I think that the fact that you've learned all of those things in 21 years means you're way ahead of a lot of other people. In terms of just self-care and...
Yeah, but I also I wish I had like that moment, like, I wish I had like a crazy like teenage or like
here's
phase.
Here's what I'm going to tell you. If you ask grandma if she had a crazy like time growing up, no. If you ask me if I did crazy stuff when I was growing up, no. Ask you if you did crazy stuff when you was growing up, no. But here's what I'm going to say. I feel like that there is this philosophy that, you know, if you didn't do crazy things when you were growing up, that you missed out on something. But I'm going to tell you straight up. Grandma is living her best life at 78. And if I had the choice to have my best years behind me or in front of me, I would choose them to be in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that when you talk about, having to work for things to make them happen, when you talk about not worrying about what people think, that all of that is just maturity. And if you're able to do the things that you want to do and you have the confidence in yourself and you're taking care of yourself and you're eating right, you eventually turn into grandma. Now, granted, she likes to throw herself on the ground, but I feel like I don't regret not being so crazy when I was younger. I just wasn't me. I just was like, I don't see a point in getting smashed drunk and climbing trees and falling out. None of it. I think I've always been 45. And so I was glad to, get older and be able to do the fun things that I liked. I think that when people say, oh, my younger years were so crazy, it usually has to do with a lot of drinking and partying and maybe stuff that makes for great stories. But, yeah. I think that now I get to do, kooky, crazy things. I don't know if you heard, but I'm going to go dancing in Illinois soon. It doesn't matter. It just came to me one day. And that's what I'm going to do. And I don't know a lot of people. I'd be like, I met my spirit animal. His name's Michael. And we're going to go dance.
He's my therapist.
He's my therapist.
He's the guy at Home Depot.
And yeah. So, it's good times. All right. Well, you have a good, list, Bird.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me know if you want me to take you to dinner tonight.
No. Let me see. I'm gonna take these ladies.
Okay.
Come on,
did you
ladies.
feed them?
No.
All right. Well, I don't know that anybody did.
They got it. If they're sitting here.
No, I know, but I don't think I don't know. Maybe Jacqueline?
Maybe Jacqueline. Or Dee.
Well, you'd have to ask somebody before you.
Ladies, you go snuggle? Come on. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on, babe. Let's go. Come on.
She said, but I'm on the morning show right now. Come here. Oh,
No.
No, she wants to see her mom.
Mm-hmm. She's so cute.
Yeah, do crazy when you're older and join a cult. What?
Come on, babe. You want to go see everyone? Come on.
Come here.
Come on. She's
Come
like, I don't know what
here.
to do. Come on, babe.
Did not get chosen. She is a good kid. She's one of the good ones. So, stupid stuff when you're young and fun, and then with purpose when you're older. That's a good way. That's a good way to look at it. All right. So I don't know if everybody's done this with their youngins, but I remember doing it with Dean. I think Jacqueline turned 21 during the pandemic, and she was like, I hate everybody. Everybody hates me. I hate boys. I hate everything. And it was an angry time. So it's nice to do this post-pandemic. The morning videos, Diane. Oh, yeah. Please send us videos of your summer patios, your special spots, any fun things. Do you ride in a canoe? Show us your canoe. I don't know. Just show us something. I enjoy the videos. I like to see what people are up to. Where are you living? What are you doing? Tell me. Tell me of the 5 things you've learned in your life. Please don't send me 60 things you've learned in 60 years. Let's think highlights. Listen, over 21, it's highlights. Okay. It's crazy. But anyway, send it to OneFunnyMother.com/community. Don't send it there. Go there and you'll see that there is a link where you can upload it. So, yeah, that's it. All right. I got to go send an invoice now and maybe go back to bed. I'm not sure. But that's it for me. Tomorrow, maybe there's sun. I don't know. But tomorrow night on Tipsy Tuesday, we have Ryan Hamilton, who is so funny. He's a great comic. and you'll enjoy the chat with him tomorrow night. And that's it for me. So thanks for watching, everybody. Like Judy from Saskatoon and Good Time Andrea say, go write down what you've learned in life and send it to Dina on a video, because we'd all love to hear what you've learned. So that's it. So I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Have a great day and blessed day, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed today's morning show, make sure to follow us for more One Funny Mother content.
Okay, all right. Morse code is tapping.
And check out OneFunnyMotherStore.com for great new inappropriate swag. And for more exclusive content, consider becoming a supporter.
She got a bad leg.
Thanks again, and we'll see you tomorrow on One Funny Morning.